In the Unstable Rift, my team had found an incredible strategy, and they have now patched that, but we have an insane after patch for you guys. Originally, before they patched it, you could go in and easily insta-kill the final boss on round 5 using the RGL plus the Deadwire Detonator schematic. We went in to test it multiple times, and we can confirm for you that it is indeed patched. What was insta-killing him was the electricity, the Deadwire, coming off of the grenade in the Detonator schematic, and right here, this is before patch. You just fire down on him and one of them touches him and he's dead. This obviously did not last very long. They did patch it. We went in 2 times just to confirm that it is indeed patched. Right here, this is after patch. I'm in the same position, got all the same equipment. I'm shooting down on him and it's doing hardly any damage. We were like, well, let's see if we can find an after patch, and we absolutely did. What we figured out surprised us. We were not expecting it. It was a little hidden thing that we uncovered, and this new strategy that I'm going to show you is so much better than this RGL with the detonators. I knew it was the Deadwire Detonator that was killing the boss instantly on round 5, so I was like, what else can we put the detonator on? I knew from messing around with the Deadwire Detonator that it's really good on the experimental gas grenades. You can take out a full horde of zombies with 1 grenade, and it works the same in tier 1, 2, and 3. It's just as powerful. This whole group of zombies is going to get electrified, and they're all gonna die. And on a side note, if you are trying to do these obelisks to get into the Unstable Rift, and one of them requires Deadwire as an ammo mod type, you are able to use the Deadwire detonators on the experimental gas grenades. Just throw it, it will kill everything, and the kills will register, as you see right here. We got a tier 3 obelisk that required Deadwire, and we were not geared up. We could not kill these zombies, but the detonators on the gas grenades absolutely saved us. I'm always going to be bringing in gas grenades and detonators from now on, just in case this ever happens again. So I was like, okay, well, the detonators work amazing on the gas grenades. How about the crossbow with tear gas bolts? Will that work? We went in game, and sad to say and report that the detonator does not affect the crossbow with the tear gas bolts. Like, that sucks. I wish it did. It would be so insane if it did. So our hopes for using the crossbow on the final boss with the tear gas and the detonators was not looking good, but we still had the experimental gas grenades and detonator to try. Me and my team have been working on a strategy in the Unstable Rift, and we've been able to combine that with this new after patch, and it's a total blast. We've tested multiple things, and this is the strategy we use and we think is the easiest. Like, this is a stress-free strategy. There are a few places on the map where you can go inside these rooms, and when you're in there, the zombies only come from one direction, and they actually have to come through a doorway to get to you. There's actually 3 rooms, and there's 2 on this side and 1 on the opposite side, and there's 1 room in particular over here that we always go to and works very well for us. The room on the left is okay, but the one on the right has better furniture arrangement and it makes you safer. The route to that room is best taken if you go to the right through this door. There's another door on the left that'll take you to that other room. So just run through here. You're going to be snaking back and forth, and then this is the room you want to be in. As you can see, you can stand here up against this wall and you are out of the gas, and there's only 1 doorway for those zombies to come through. And why this spot is so good, and what we accidentally discovered, is that if you were firing the crossbow with the tear gas bolts at the doorway, the zombies freeze around the door and they don't come in. We all had the crossbow with the tear gas bolts, and we just took turns shooting at the doorway, and if any of us needed ammo, you just run through the doorway. There's going to be plenty there because you are killing some zombies. Normally, this is round 4 of 5. These zombies would be flooding in, but you can see the silhouettes with depth perception that they're just chilling outside the door, not coming in. The reason why this room is better is because of the way this bed is placed and you being able to stand on it. Occasionally, you will have a mimic come in, and it's easy to trap him in the corner on the left. He cannot throw you or attack you, and you just focus fire on him and kill him. And I'll show you a great example of that in just a moment with one of the bosses that comes that's a mimic. So we're all firing crossbows with tear gas and we're freezing the zombies. They won't come in, but when the bosses at the end of the rounds come in, you do want them to come to you. But if you continue firing the crossbow, they won't. This is when we pull out the Scorchers and start firing at the doorway. As soon as you start doing that, the zombies start coming in and it will funnel the boss to you. As you can see here, the Stormcaller made his way in. The Scorcher, when fired at the doorway, is strong enough to kill any zombie that gets near it, right? But it will let just the boss through. So as soon as the boss gets through, you switch to the crossbow and focus fire on him. It will freeze him and all the other zombies. We had a very easy time with all of these bosses, and something really interesting happened with the Stormcaller. We're gonna go back in and check it, but Tag threw a gas grenade that had dead wire detonator on it, and the Stormcaller insta-died outside in the hallway. Here's an example of a mimic coming in. If you're on the bed, he's not gonna mess with you, but like BBK was on the ground, so he got wrecked. But just stay up here, you should be fine, and you can take the mimics out in no time. The crossbow with the tear gas bolts works great on all of the bosses, and you get a lot more ammo than you would with the other bolt types. After we killed each round boss, we'd run out, check the rewards, and also notice we don't have any masks. You don't really need them. As long as you get to those rooms fast enough, you're fine. The round 3 boss is the Stormcaller, and the round 4 is a mimic, and I'll show you guys how easy it is to take this guy out. Again, we use the crossbows during the entire round to keep the zombies out and just chill and wait for the final boss to come in. Then we switch to the Scorcher just long enough to let the zombies start moving and let that boss come in. And right here, we're gonna get him trapped in the corner. We're all on the bed, and we're just gonna focus fire on him, take him out, and he'll be dead in seconds. So everything is immobilized. He can't do anything. Zombies can't come at us. Like, yeah, this is a great strategy. This strategy is almost perfect, except for one thing, and that's the lightning that comes through the ceiling. Occasionally, it will get you downed, and it's good to have healing aura on. I wouldn't do this strategy solo because you will need some revives occasionally. If you are solo, you can still opt for flying in the sky with the Scorcher, staying in the sky the entire time until a boss comes in, and then maybe come and run into this room and try this strategy. I don't know. So here we are on round 5 with the final boss. We've gotten him to come into the room with us, which is really easy, and I brought in a ton of experimental gas grenades with dead wire detonator to see if it would do anything to him. And unfortunately, it doesn't. They really patched it where he's not affected by it. But the good news is, again, the crossbow with the tear gas grenades. The crossbow froze him and also, again, froze all the zombies around him. He couldn't move. We were able to focus fire on him and take him out in no time. Again, right here, the lightning can get you, but it's really not a big deal. It's mostly annoying, but it does not like threaten your game or threaten everybody to die and like not finish. The hardest challenge with disciple bosses, especially this one here on round 5, is they fly around a lot, so it's hard to land shots. Me and BBK are holding him down with the crossbow and the tear gas bolts, and Tag is shooting it with the Scorcher, like landing those plasma beams on him. After that, we're like, that was way too easy. But it is fun. We do look forward to doing it again. And another thing they patched is when you do kill this final boss, it was giving you like 3,000 plus kills and giving you a ton of XP. That is gone now. That was never intended, clearly. You'll just be getting your normal regular kill count. But let me know if you guys are going to try this or have tried this, and comment down below if you guys have even better strategies, and we'll see you next video.